I started with my materials because I'm parsimonious, which means incredibly cheap, and I grew up believing that you shouldn't waste money on entertainment, and in my mind, not only did I come to art late, but I didn't even look at art before. Art was entertainment, art was frivolous. And so when I first started making art after 40, it had more to do with compulsion. And the only way I could justify it in my mind was to use trash, where I wasn't expending funds. And so it started with picking up rusty things off the side of the road, which I actually think was a reaction to the plasticky, everything's new, must be new. A lot of my work is about voicelessness, and as a Caucasian, highly, extremely educated woman, affluent, all that kind of thing, I've always kind of felt pretty voiceless. Like, almost women in that category don't have a lot of room to speak, and that you would get quickly clumped into the left or to the right. And so within myself, I've felt voiceless. Nobody was doing it to me, but I felt voiceless. And I didn't start to find a voice until I actually started making art late in life, after middle age, after 40. And so art became a way I could speak. Some of my work personally tends to be more visceral, so I don't always have good words to wrap around it. I was thinking a lot about the right to assemble metaphorically in terms of even who I work with, trying to work with artists that are quite different from myself, because then when I assemble, I learn and I'm stretched. And whereas if I worked with artists that work almost the same as myself, it's almost like inbreeding and unhealthy. And it actually made me think about when we tend to assemble in large groups, how our nature is to assemble with people that are just the same. They think the same, they look the same, they act the same, what makes them mad is the same, and sometimes I see that as unhealthy. In a more homogeneous culture, where everything really did legally have to be the same, we would probably not exist. And we would probably not even be making art, because it's unreasonable, and some of the work asks questions, and hard questions that in a more closed society we don't like to look at.